video, we're going to learn how to tag a version number for a particular Git repository. Okay, so why tagging a version number is important? Let's say a company is working on a Git repository. There are multiple developers who are working on their individual branches. They complete a task and go ahead and merge their branches into the main master branch, and they want to show it to the client. They show it to the client, everything is working perfectly fine. They were again given some tasks, they completed it, and again merged the changes to the main master branch from their individual branches. But now the site started to work slow. Now, if this was happening over a long period of time where they were adding changes, merging their own branches into the own master branch, we wouldn't know when this issue actually started and at what point everything was working fine. We don't know that. However, if we tag a version, if we release a version number for any particular master branch, then we can always go back and check to that version whether everything was working fine. And that's when we'll come to know that, okay, so because we added some plugins or some set of codes, and that has actually created a problem because everything was working fine up until that version number, like for example, version number 1.0.0. Okay, so let's get that in action. So all you have to do now is go on to that particular repo. So in the previous video, we had learned that we had this testing project. We had created the different branches. This was the master branch. There were multiple developers who had created their own branch and then finally merged it to the master branch. Okay, so now we want to release a version for it. So all we have to do is use git tag a and then the version number and then -m for message, release of version 1.0.0, and then we do that and then we hit enter. Once we hit enter, then we also need to push it online because otherwise it is just done locally. So we'll use the command git push origin, and this time we will put the version number that we had put earlier. So let's do that, and sure enough, it's been pushed online. Refresh the page, and overview, master branch. Yeah, there you go. So you can see this is the version number. Okay, so later on you can see that these were different merges that had been done. Now let's say that the developers start to work again, write certain codes, create some branches. Finally they merge into this branch and again release a different version. Again, this thing continues on and on and on, and finally at some point there's some errors and the site is working slow. We can always go back to the previous version and see what the issue is. Okay, cool. Right, now in the next video we're going to learn how to create a pull request. Okay.